Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace was correct, I will find them quickly, Master.
Move against the Jedi first. You will then have no difficulty in taking the Queen to Naboo to sign the treaty.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
You have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you.
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and
Trent Hoffman.
You listen to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 200. Today, we have a very special guest, a fellow 501st member, part of the Midwest Garrison, and friend, Ted Bruler. What's up, Ted?
What's up, everybody?
How are you, my friend?
I'm awesome, man. I'm honored. I'm honored to be with you guys on your show, and even more honored that it's number 200.
Right. Exactly. We don't bring any low riff-raff guest here.
No.
This is primo 200 right here. So, and always joining me today is my little buddy Trent.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's up?
What's up, man? So we're getting ready for Christmas.
Yep.
Ted, do you have any like Christmas traditions that you do with your family, or you like to do around this holiday season? Anything fun?
I host Christmas Eve every year, which I'm always happy to do.
Nice.
I like having the family here, and it's nice. I'm kind of the midway point for the bulk of the family, so
nice.
It works.
Yeah,
it works. Family's pretty small. Don't be confused. I don't get a house full.
Right. Now, do you have a static menu that you do every year, or do you just like mix it up? We're gonna do.
So
whatever.
that's the great thing is like we change it up every year.
Okay, good.
Like, and it's like, we've done the big sit down meal all the way to we're just doing finger foods with cookies and stuff, and just graze through the kitchen and back to either playing a game or doing gifts or watching something.
Yes.
It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We always end with a game.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite family game?
Twister.
Twister.
It is a minion game called Gas Out.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's for all ages, 2 to 102.
Okay.
And everybody loves it.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty amazing. I'm not sure if you could find it on Amazon anymore.
Right.
It's really simple. It's this minion figure.
Yeah.
You push his head, he makes some sounds. If it's your turn to push his head and he leaks some gas out, you're out of the game.
Nice.
Until there's just one left, and it's crazy. It's like my mom and stepdad love it. They're like, can we play the minion game? I'm like, yeah,
we like when he farts. It's great.
It's fun, man. It's brainless fun.
That's awesome. I love it.
No thinking required.
Yeah, that's great. That sounds fun. We usually do my mother-in-law's. That's why I asked about foods, because like when we go to Christmas Eve, we always do like finger food. We always do like appetizers, and stuff like that.
Pancakes, waffles, bacon.
No. That's breakfast, and the next day at grandma's.
Oh my bad.
That's the other celebration.
Yeah, that's Christmas Day. Yeah, so like Christmas Day, we usually go to my parents and we have we do like a brunch, and we have like omelets and pancakes and all that kind of stuff. So he was already there. He was like, dude, we're happy. He's
got my mindset. We're at second breakfast. What's
right.
Second breakfast.
Second breakfast, then afternoon tea, and 11sies, and then afternoon,
noon tea,
lunch, and the whole thing.
Brunch, lunch.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Afternoon tea.
It's the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, I can't believe it's right around the corner here. So
it's coming up really fast.
It coming up quick.
Coming in hot.
That's right.
Around the corner. Here we go.
All right. Without any further ado, let's just jump right into the main topic. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So tell us, Ted, how you got into Star Wars. What's the origin story? Every superhero movie starts with a good origin story. So tell us.
My Star Wars story is pretty cool, pretty basic, and I'm going to give you the broken bits and pieces that I remember from 1977.
Okay, right.
As a family, it's one of the things we did together. We went to see a movie, and it happened to be Star Wars. I'm not sure whose choice it was. It wasn't my choice. I was along for the ride, and I was just like in awe and like enamored the whole time. I'm like, this is cool. And just it quickly fell in love. I'm like, this is so cool.
How old are you at this point?
Oh, this math. I'm gonna go ahead and say 9.
9. Okay. So you're right at that perfect, 9, 10, because Lucas said he made it for like 10, 12-year-old, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And so after that, you were hooked.
So yeah, and what's crazy is if that was Lucas's intent to cater to 9 to 12-year-olds, I still fall in the zone.
Right. You're physically older, but not mentally
we're both
older.
Grabbing a drink at the wrong moment.
we almost both like, whoa.
I think we all are.
Yeah, we're all a little.
Yeah, it I don't know. It just makes me feel young and good and happy.
Yeah. So how did that? So you're loving Star Wars. How does the 501st enter into your picture there? Like how did that work out?
I accidentally stumbled across it. It's a lot of explaining. I'll try to make it short, which I suck at short stories. So strap on your seatbelt.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If you know anything about Ted, he likes to tell stories, which is good. That's great.
I can tell you.
We got limited time here. You know what I'm saying?
So went to see The Phantom Menace in the theaters.
Okay, 99. Here we go.
In the previews and in the movie, all I was thinking was like Darth Maul is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Right.
Ever. Right. I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be that for Halloween this year in 1999. So I go to the store. Probably Kmart.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kmart. Go to Kmart, get my Darth Maul costume, bring it home, look at it. I'm like, this is super cheesy. Put the mask on. I'm like, this looks horrible. And I'm like, oh, look at that. It looked a lot like this, actually.
Oh, right. Yes.
See how skinny his face is?
Yeah.
He's malnourished.
Right.
So I put the mask on. I'm like, this is horrible. I'm like, I think I might just cut the horns out, shave off my hair, which I had a full head of hair back then.
Right. Yeah.
And then just paint my face.
Oh.
And that's the route I took. I shaved a full head of hair in 99 to be Darth Maul for Halloween. And then after Halloween, just stayed shaved before it was socially acceptable to be a bald guy that didn't.
Wait, you're not a neo-Nazi? I don't understand this. Or a cancer patient,
No.
Yeah. No, I mean, we shouldn't laugh about cancer. Cancer is not good, but
no, it's not good. But it's interesting and funny that you say that, because the next day my best friend was over, and I was freezing inside my own house because that hair is an insulator that I no longer had.
Right.
And I found that out the hard way. I'm like, man, I'm freezing. He comes over and helped me clean up, and he looks at me. He's like, dude, you look like a cancer patient.
Right.
I'm like, wow, man, thanks a lot. So it's funny that you say that, because that's what my best friend said to me.
Yeah. That was back then. Either you were like super strict, like it was like either like neo-Nazi, like it's kind of like people that still wanted to be. They call them skinheads, where they wanted to be part of like this Nazi new thing. It was like kind of anti-establishment, I guess. I don't know, but it was like either you're like in a punk band or you have cancer, and there wasn't any between. It wasn't like, oh, you're just bald,
Or you decided you want to shave your hair for a cool costume.
Yeah, right. Like that was not in one of those choices. No. Yeah.
No, it was. I was very odd for what I did. I'm like, I don't care. So fast forward out of that. I had a friend from the gym. You know him. His name's Kevin. And then we were coming up on Halloween again in like 2002.
Yeah.
And we were all going to this party together, and he's like, you should do your Darth Maul, man. That was cool. And he peer pressured me into doing Darth Maul again in like 2002 for Halloween party.
Okay.
I showed up, looking okay. It was just grease paint. It wasn't that great. And he's like, we need to go somewhere, anywhere. Let's go somewhere. I'm like, I'll go wherever you want to go. But here's the reality. It's Saturday night. It's 10 o'clock. What's open? So we went to Dominic's and just started walking around.
Let's get some pizzas, let's get some frozen pizzas, some snacks.
People freaked out, and we went back to the party. And now, fast forward years later, in around, I'm going to say 07 or 08,
Okay.
I decided to go all in, all out, get movie quality costume, movie quality saber, movie quality contacts,
right,
and just do it up for my own party. And so I went all out and did a legit Maul. And the same Kevin caught wind of that. He's like, hey man, I joined this group called the 501st Legion. He's like, I have a Darth Vader. Your Darth Maul is awesome. You should join. Your Darth Maul is awesome. And he hounded me for like 3 years of me telling him no. Because I'm like, I don't want to shave my facial hair to get into this costume.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. And so after 3 years of him being relentless, I gave in. Wow. And so in 2013, I joined.
Nice.
The year I was born.
The year Trent was born. Wow.
Yes.
There you go. That's a good year.
2 good things from 2013 right
That's
there.
right. A couple good things. So the first costume that you got approved was Darth Maul.
Correct. Yep.
Nice. Wow.
Did you have like the what's it called? Was it the Bucket Squad? The disc movie like that said you'll do
Beyond the Bucket?
Beyond the Bucket.
Yes.
Did you have like when? Did you have like the what's it called? Like there's like the plastic. I don't know what it is, but he puts it over his face and you kind of get the like. I don't know.
Are you talking about the stencil?
The stencil. He's got the stencil around his face. Did you have that one? When you
when I first joined in 08, I was in the process of getting the stencils made.
Okay.
So by the time I was full-fledged in, my stencils were in the works.
Gotcha.
But you know, Darth Maul is a face character, right? So there can only be one event. In every event I was going to, there was a different Darth Maul that was there, so I couldn't do it. So I'd either just wear street clothes and a Star Wars shirt and bring my camera, or a borrowed costume. So I borrowed costumes a couple of times.
Yeah.
And immediately figured out that I need a different costume.
Right. Yeah.
So then I worked on putting together my TIE fighter pilot, which, as you know from being around the group, you know, these costumes aren't just run to the Quickie Mart and pick one up.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot involved.
20 different pieces from 8 different sellers in 4 different countries. And it takes a year.
You got to meet a guy down the highway and say, okay, you got that part from, you know, whatever.
Kmart.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow.
But so that was my second costume, TIE fighter pilot, so that I could be TIE fighter pilot whenever I wanted.
Or Darth Vader, if the crowd so chooses to call you, you know.
True.
Right.
Yeah, it's black, so
it's like, oh, that's Darth Vader.
The uneducated public's like, oh, that's a black Star Wars character. It must be Darth Vader.
Right.
No.
Right.
Technically,
there's several black Star Wars characters that are not Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yep, and you can tell from the difference. His hat, TIE Fighter pilot is more rounded. Darth Vader has like a samurai looking look.
Yeah.
TIE fighter pilots can't force choke you.
No.
They
got the weird looking like breathing tubes thingy.
Well, yeah, because the Empire doesn't want to pay for oxygen for them. They got to have it on, you know.
Yeah.
Rebels are like, sealed cockpit, you're good, man.
It's on. It's on.
Right. The TIE fighter pilot's like, do we get AC? It's like, no, you don't.
No.
So what was your first troop obviously as Maul?
No, my first troop was in a borrowed costume. I was a shadow trooper.
Oh, no way.
I'm sorry, a shadow scout.
Oh,
gotcha. I was a shadow scout for my first 2 troops.
Okay, nice.
And they were back to back. One was a Friday and one was a Saturday, and that Saturday happened to be Joliet Library.
Oh, no way.
So my second troop ever was Joliet Library. My first one was a small charity event the night before in some gymnasium somewhere.
Right, yeah. So the second troop, though, was Joliet, and you're like, hey, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I lost my mind. I'm running around like a kid in a candy store like, can I take a picture with you? Can I take a picture with you?
You realize, sir, you're in costume as well. It was like, I don't care, you know.
Can I get a picture with you? It was great.
Yeah. So then what has now, how many kits or outfits do you have now?
Oh boy.
We got Maul, we got TIE Fighter, which is like, but it's 181st you don't have just a regular TIE Fighter.
I have Maul was first. TIE Fighter pilot from A New Hope.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
then a shadow trooper, black stormtrooper,
Okay.
then the 181st Squadron TIE Fighter pilot,
Okay. Oh. Okay.
and then somewhere in that mix-up, we got my shirtless Darth Maul approved, which is called Black Sun Maul.
Ooh.
And then I made my own costume, which most people know. It's a mashup of Darth Maul with the Black Stormtrooper, and that is Maul Trooper.
Maul Trooper.
Then after Maul Trooper, I believe came First Order Stormtrooper.
Okay.
And then right after First Order Stormtrooper was First Order Executioner Trooper.
Okay. Okay.
And then shortly after that, I finally did A&H Stormtrooper.
Okay.
And because of the undersuit for the A&H TIE Fighter pilot, that makes two other costumes. It makes Bridge Crewman and Reserve Pilot.
So 12.
So
12 or 11.
Well, it was at 9, and then he had 2 more. That's 11.
it's double digits.
Yeah.
Double digits.
Wow.
But I also have non-approved costumes. Like I have some good guy costumes.
Oh, you do?
I have retired Captain Rex.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. That's a fun one.
And I have two different Senate guards. The blue guards. Yoda.
Oh, the blue guards. Yeah, like Coruscant guards.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have one with the hair mohawk, the big horsehair mohawk,
Yeah.
and the one with the fiberglass mohawk.
Ooh. Which one do you like better?
The one with the hair.
Yes.
Horsehair. Yeah,
That's the one I liked all along. That's the one I liked all along.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. It's cool.
Yeah, nice.
How is it just like not approved? Like what's like the standards? Like
Well, you have with both Rebel Legion, 501st, you have to make sure that it's to the T. So.
But how is it just like, hey, you can't like this?
There's a lot of rules, regulations, and restrictions. You'd have to be Johnny on the spot. If you, I'm sorry, you forgot to cross that T. That's a no for you.
Yeah, it's part of the deal. I mean, I get it. Like, I totally get it. But
you have to look the part. You have to look.
Yeah, you have to look the part. I mean, the one thing though, like I can tell you right now, most kids are not going to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have that stripe in the right spot or whatever."
Yeah.
But I understand it. It's you want to be as accurate as that movie.
As you know from suiting up, you can make a simple mistake and not catch it until it's too late.
Right.
You could put your right shin on your left.
Right.
And you could put your right thigh on your left. You would probably notice that, but you can still wear it like that. And you're not going to know until you see the pictures. You'll be like, oh, man, I had it on wrong.
Right. Yeah.
There's simple mistakes that happen.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one time only, when I put Darth Maul's earring in the wrong ear. And one person pointed it out to me.
He's like, "Hey,
no, I was truly mortified by who pointed it out, because it was Ray Park.
It was.
He's like, Ted, your earring's in the wrong ear. I'm like, can I dip behind your curtain and change it? Like, yeah, man, go ahead.
Well, if Mr. Maul himself is telling you it's not correct,
but he laughed. He's like, no big deal. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's in the wrong ear. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, like that's what happens when you're getting dressed in a mirror.
Yeah, can we talk about your Maul Trooper? Like, how did that like idea come? Where did that come from?
I saw some stuff online.
Okay.
There was like I saw a Mandalorian that had
like horns.
It looked more like spikes than horns, but I'm like, no, it was cool, and it was red and black. It didn't have the Maul patterns, but it was red and black, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool if I did the Maul pattern on that. Like, you know what? I think a Stormtrooper would be even better. And then I went to our Stormtrooper expert specialist, Steve Gaza, because he's a Stormtrooper purist, and I was afraid to ask him the question because he's such a purist. I'm like, hey, I have this idea. Kind of expecting to get shot down because he's such a purist.
Right.
Like I'm thinking I want to make a mashup Darth Maul Stormtrooper. And I kind of cringed when I said it to him, and he went, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, sweet, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And so it was thanks to him and another friend that made that costume happen.
Nice. Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And I get a good response from the public on it. And it's much easier to put on than Darth Maul. You know, you put a stormtrooper on, it takes 20 minutes to put Darth Maul on.
Yeah.
Clean shave, and then we're talking 2 to 3 hours of face paint.
Yep.
Only 2 to 3 hours?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not that much.
Yeah. No, I think that's what's really cool about Trent mentioned the Beyond the Bucket, like we get to see a lot. You're in there, featured a lot, which is cool.
I'm in there two times.
What was that?
I'm in there 8 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah. A couple times, couple maker's dozen times.
Yeah.
It's really cool because you guys are, around celebration, and Tom's helping you put on the paint, and so you can kind of see that process and what time is it that you have to get ready before the actual event. People assume, it's like, hey, I just don't wake up gorgeous like this. This is
right.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's like a tattoo. You just kind of lay it over, just put little cloth.
Well, like I was saying earlier, with the Black Sun Darth Maul, the full body Maul.
Yeah,
that's 12 hours of paint.
Oh,
so we're the couple of times I've done it, we're starting. Like before I've even considered maybe going to bed, we're drawing like tattoo lines on my legs and on my chest with a Sharpie. And then I lay down for like 30 minutes, get up, and then we start paint at like midnight.
Dang.
So yeah, everybody else is going to bed. I'm already up getting painted.
Right. We'll see you tomorrow. No, I'm gonna start today, actually.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's just it's commitment. It's a big commitment.
Yeah. That would you do that? 12 hours?
Yeah, probably, if I had enough energy.
I know that's a lot of energy drinks right there.
Yeah, for me, it's like, look, Maul shouldn't be soft and squishy. Maul should be legit, solid, have some muscle. Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So I want to be that part. So if I'm wearing shirtless and you're going to see my body,
right,
I'm gonna try and get in shape. So I'm gonna work out hard. Right. So it's 4 months of hardcore diet exercise. And the easy part's the exercise. The hard part
is the dieting.
Is none of this stuff.
Right. The drinky drinks are,
because this doesn't compute to being ripped and solid.
It's the holidays, though. Darth Maul's taking a break.
It's holiday season.
Yeah. He's not. He's taking a break from the Black Sun. It's fine.
I'm on holiday.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But you're absolutely right. I think that's a little bit different. Obviously, that's how I feel like, you put a bucket on, you're that person, you're that
you don't feel like you don't feel like, what's it called, like hey, I'm myself, I am like somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else. But when you're a face character, there is a little, a little bit more like, I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna look like Han Solo or Luke Skywalker. I just can't.
What?
It's like,
what?
I mean, it looked like I wear a blonde wig or something. I'm like,
if you get plastic surgery done.
Right, thanks. Right.
Yeah, $10,000 right here.
And it's like, again, like, I'm not shaving my beard if I want to be Luke Skywalker. It's like I can't. Yeah. So, but like you said, like if you're, it's kind of like if you're gonna be the part, you have to really kind of get into it. Both from a mental perspective and a physical perspective.
And spiritually.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to own it.
Gotta own it.
It's funny that you were talking about Behind the Bucket, and when Tom was painting me up, and they show the clock at like 4 something in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4 something.
That was the day that my earring went in the wrong ear.
We'll blame it on Tom. It was the filming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell him we blamed him, but I'm still going to own it. It was my mistake.
Yeah. You looked at yourself in the mirror and you said, yep, that's good.
I was tired, and I was very tired because Ray and I hung out the night before until about, I don't know, 1 in the morning maybe.
And then you got up at 4?
No, I got up at 3 to be showered and ready to go by 4.
It's only 2 hours, probably.
I mean, that's kind of like they showed Tom too, like partying and then going to bed, and then it's like 4 o'clock, and you're just
it depends, like how, oh, I partied so hard, I want to go sleep.
Yeah.
But you thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be up for like 2.
No, I got to get on to Good Morning America and like be
Yeah,
ready
like-
for
like
whatever.
3 o'clock. It's like, it's sometimes like for me, it's like I have not trouble going to sleep. It's just like I'm thinking constantly, like, hey, should I do this tomorrow? Should I? What am I thinking of? And
Right.
Just like constant stuff. It's like probably takes me like 20 minutes to just think it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, hey, I have to prep for all this.
You got to prep and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here, I can show you an image see if it'll come through.
Okay.
This was the night before. Is it going to focus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's like a classic Ted face too.
Honestly.
Hey, I was born with it.
Yeah, it's like that my face.
Not my place, man.
Yeah. So
Face.
yeah, so recently we've been over your house a couple times.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the invites. But
Absolutely.
you've been like a museum, you've kind of been growing and expanding. So tell us a little bit about the collecting aspect of it, as people watch the video, they can see, hey, this guy likes Maul a lot. There's a lot of Darth Maul going.
Yeah, you can tell behind me. I kind of like Maul more than just a little bit. More than just a little bit.
Yeah.
So did it start specifically because that's what I love about collecting too. It is kind of a reflection of the person, but sometimes people are just like, kind of like tattoos. They just want to collect whatever. And some people are like, I'm just doing, Darth Vader, or I'm just doing Darth Maul, or I'm doing
this
just
category.
This movie only, So how did that start with you?
It started right after the movie dropped in '77.
Oh,
and then Kenner talked about releasing the action figures, which I don't think those dropped until '78.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I'm all dark side now, back then I had to have the 3 figures that had lightsabers. So it was Luke, Obi-Wan, and Vader.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 I had to have. And then it expanded from there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, get more figures. Then it's like, oh, I can get this TIE fighter.
Yeah.
And the X-Wing's kind of cool. And I'm like, holy cow, this Millennium Falcon's really neat.
Yes.
Gotta have it.
Do you know, as you were saying, like the collecting, like when did Lego come out with like the first...
Lego didn't drop until Phantom Menace
makes sense
till
99.
99, yes, that's one note.
Yeah, that's
the Darth Maul bust or head was one of their first UCS sets.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I'm looking at it from where I'm sitting.
Right. I could
right
see
over there
it from my desk.
It's right over there.
The OG, right? Yeah.
So do you know? I remember with Anakin, like I think they did for something for Phantom Menace, they changed like a lot from like, hey, this is the new Anakin from the old Anakin, or like.
Well, yeah, Lego has also evolved from the beginning.
Yes.
They're making
I think
more
they started...
custom pieces, and when they first got the license, just like, hey, this is what we got. This is the pieces we're gonna make, and as they progressed,
they started with They started with the I was watching the show about Lego. They started with a wooden duck, just a wooden duck.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The plastic.
Well, and Star Wars was its first like real licensed property, and now they got a ton of licenses. So
yeah. Now there's so much that you can't keep up.
Right, exactly.
Honestly,
it's like, do you want to stay with space? Do you want to stay with Star Wars? Do you want to, it's like, I don't know. Now they got Lord of the Rings, and it's.
And you guys, I'll say a couple things about my collection that you guys have seen most of.
Yeah.
I have a ton of things that I don't have the place to put out. So now's the time where I'm going to start unloading all the stuff that I'm not displaying. So eBay, here I come.
Right.
But it's that, when you have a finite amount of space, but an infinite amount of collectibles, you have to find a way to narrow it.
Yeah.
And so obviously I'm all Maul. So anything Maul I'm interested in. Always.
Right.
And then, like Gentle Giant busts, sideshow collectibles.
Right.
I can't have everything.
Right.
No.
But
there's too much. But
he's like, I'm gonna go here, and
I do have quite a bit. You guys have seen it.
Yep.
And you're always welcome to come back whenever you want.
Yes.
I don't need much notice.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this out there: if the world is seeing and watching this, and if it's somebody you know or know of, they're trustworthy, they're welcome to come here as well.
Well, it'll be like kind of like, we'll blindfold them as they come into the subdivision, and like.
Well, seriously, I mean, my office is mainly for me and to display my mall stuff, but everything else where I have displays out, which I'm not going to say what it is, where it is, why it is, but I did that to put my stuff out, but so other people can see it.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the fun thing.
I think that's the fun thing that I like. I definitely like
about collecting.
Oh, and how you have it set up. I think that's very cool.
I have it all set up so somebody else can enjoy it.
Right. Yeah.
Not
which is
just
great.
you.
Which is great. I mean, I think, some people definitely are sticklers and like, can't touch this, and I get that. I understand that some of the stuff is. I'm kind of like I stopped collecting because of what you said earlier. Is like space. I just and I got little kids now. It's like I can't spend all this money on all this stuff. It's like and should probably feed the kid.
Also it's like I understand like people are like, oh, you collect and stuff, and like hey, like some people are like, oh, are you one of those guys that hey, are you like, hey, you can't touch this? It's like I spent 5 days finding this one piece.
Right.
It's like it took effort. It takes effort just to find a piece, or like it takes years.
Yeah.
Certain people get that, and some people don't get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
like here, let me put my drink right on my like the package. Like, bro, don't be doing that. You know?
Oh, that's a book. That looks like a good place. It looks like no, that's a very expensive comic. You're not going to set anything.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Your jaw will be broken in three places, and your head will probably be. I'll rearrange your face. But besides that, you're just put on a custody.
Yeah, but we're gonna work with you and hopefully do a little bit more of a video. Okay, we'll probably do something like a video or something here.
Yeah.
Because podcasting's great, but then it's like you're trying to describe something. It's like, oh, okay. So we might do something a little bit later. But so what are some of your favorite pieces?
I like the Lego piece that has the 2 bumps, and then I like the Lego piece that has the 4 bumps. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
From where I'm sitting, I can see a lot of my favorite pieces, and that's by design. You walk into my office, there's a showcase in there that has 2 Maul statues, Maul busts, 1-to-1 scale.
It's 1-to-1, yes.
A Mythos statue of Maul, and 2 different Lego heads of Maul. And one is what we were talking about, the 1999
version,
2000 Lego UCS Maul.
Right.
And there's a newer version of it.
Yeah.
Some saber hilts in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of high-end stuff in that showcase, so that showcase is my.
It's like this is the sanctum right here.
Yeah,
it's those 1-to-1 busts are very, very cool.
Yeah, I could if you want me to, I could bring this.
No, it's okay. It's cool. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to. We gotta keep the mystery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And again, for all your listeners and viewers and subscribers, they are welcome to come to my house and check out my stuff.
That's right. Like I said, we'll just blindfold them, get them,
Yep. Wear your good socks because you're going to have to take off your shoes.
Well, and tell me, so the other thing, though, that was kind of interesting is, like, you kind of splurged a little bit with the comics. You got one, and then the next thing you know, you got, like, 50. So how did that happen? Talk a little bit about that.
Let me tell you how that happened.
Yeah.
That happened. Let me be very descriptive.
Okay.
There is a guy in our group that we know well.
Yeah.
He sings certain songs that we know well, that ring in our ears all the time. And when he laughs, his whole costume shakes.
Yeah.
We know Big Joe. Big Joe got me hooked on comics. But
he is a comic guy. He's got a couple long boxes in his basement.
Yeah. So the comics started, and then it's like, all right, well, I have space for this many. And then it went crazy.
But then that's the other thing. You just didn't get comics. You were getting graded comics.
Graded comics.
What triggered that part?
Again, Joe.
Joe.
Blame Joe.
He's blaming Joe for his comic collection.
I blame Big Joe B.
Yeah.
Thank Joe. I love you and hate you.
right.
It's a mixed feeling.
You're my greatest friend, but then I also hate you. You know.
Yes. My credit card hates you too.
Yeah, right.
So it's my bank account.
Yeah, right. So you decided, but then you're like, okay, now do you have two, or you just got them for display purposes only, or how did that work?
I was getting them for display purposes when I got them. I wanted pre-graded 9.6 grade minimum, preferably 9.8 grade, but some books are harder to get 9.8. So I have a couple books that are 9.6s, but the rest are 9.8s, and I have one book that's a 9.9.
Yeah, I was like 9.9.
I don't have a 10, but I have a 9.9.
Yeah, 10.
You're a 10 in our book, Ted. You don't need to have that. You see what I did there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's super cool. But that again, that was something that it really went from like 0 to 100 in like a really short amount of time.
Well, so for the people that don't know me well,
yeah,
welcome to my world.
Right.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
When I'm into something, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing something, if I can't do it to the best of my ability, where I think it's going to be as close to perfect or the way it's supposed to be as possible, I'm not even going to try. But I'm always down for trying something.
Yeah. And if you fail, I mean, that's okay. It's not.
Well, failure is a huge part of growth and learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's the same thing with like costuming and stuff like that. You're going to make mistakes, and you have to figure out.
You make that one wrong snip or cut, and now you're waiting for another part from Europe that's going to take 9 weeks and $112. You're like,
I know.
$112 isn't as big as a deal as the 9 weeks to 9 months.
Right. You don't like things instantly either. You like just taking your time, right?
Yeah. No, if I'm building a costume, give me all the parts right now.
Yeah.
It's like when you wait, it's like you just like, it's $130. When is it? It's gonna take 9 weeks and 9 days. I'm like, you're like, I hate my life.
I know.
Come on.
I know. That's the thing. Like,
if it's like 3 to 2 days, okay, I'll wait. But if it's 9 to 5 months or a year, it's like, who's buying this? It's a singular piece.
Yeah, a lot of that's changed a little bit with 3D printing, though. I think,
we know that from Joe. Joe is.
Well, I'm working on a project right now. It's part of it's being 3D printed, and the guy that's printing it for me is like, "Man, this piece has failed 4 times already," and I'm like, "That's horrible." It's both awesome and horrible.
Right.
When it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And it takes
it just takes so long. I mean, the whole idea is it layers, right? And it's like the power goes out, or the spool gets weird, or whatever. It's like,
and also it's like some I know this kid. He does like he has a 3D printer. He hands out stuff to kids. I'm like, hey, I asked him like, hey, if I could get that. It's like, and I said, hey, how long would it take? It's like 8 hours for like. I think he said 8. It's like
even smaller pieces. I mean, it just takes a while.
These pieces aren't big. So I'm building the Dejaric chess table from the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. And so there's 12 pieces that make the top circumference.
Got it.
Yeah.
12 pieces. Each piece takes 17 hours to print.
Holy cow!
That's just the shell.
The shell
doesn't include any of the buttons, any of the lights,
right?
Any of the print lines and the paint job. That's just printing each little piece.
Oh my god!
So you're saying
17 hours.
Yeah.
So just like the shell, like almost a shell. Or
almost like the tabletop. Think of the tabletop. Yeah.
Wait, 17 hours
per piece.
Per piece.
Times 12.
It's like a fine wine. It has to age a little bit. You know?
And do you know what's it called? Joe's like minigun that like the amount of time he has and patience.
I know.
No, it's like Like some people have the patience to be like, okay, I'll just look there. For me, 2 seconds, like I
Well,
am bored as heck.
yeah, but at the same time, like I think that's the other thing that people don't realize too is like we kind of talked about this a little bit with like body types. Like sometimes, like yeah, sometimes the armor was really for some skinny people,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
we all come in different shapes and sizes. And like that's the beauty of 3D printing. It allows you to have
Yeah.
a little flex in that.
You
know?
can scale it up or down to your
Yeah.
body shape and size.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
sometimes that's needed.
Yeah, exactly. Like Joe,
He-
he had to redo the chess piece like 3 times in his heavy Mando because he's a big boy, man. You know,
he is a stud muffin.
he's a stud. don't
What?
don't butter him up too much, here, brother.
Ooh, yeah.
oh yeah. Bum
yeah.
bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
What's something you're looking forward to? Either collecting, costuming in the Star Wars verse. What's something you're looking forward to going into?
Costuming event wise, that's simple. It's C2E2 every year.
Yeah.
My favorite convention.
Yeah.
But I am doing something for my first time in 2025 that
Okay.
I've looked forward to for maybe 10 years, maybe
Okay.
longer.
Is it
I've
like your,
already bought my ticket for Dragon Con.
You're going to Dragon Con? Wow, fun. That's
Gonna
cool,
turn
too.
them all loose at Dragon Con.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
so Dragon Con's like basically like
Dragon Con's like couple hotels put together, and they're just, it's more of a party.
And I heard it never shuts down. It goes.
Yeah, it's
all
just
night,
like
every-
it's think the C2E2 lobby just like times 10, and then that's pretty much
all night and day.
yeah.
every-
It's like you got
For 5
boop, boop,
days.
boop, you know.
I think we might need to go.
Yeah, right.
But is it
I do want to go
expensive?
to it. I mean, they're all expensive, but
Trent, I got $1. I got $1 that says I outlast you any day of the week.
yeah.
Even as young as you are, I got you. $1.
Yeah.
Chris dollar. I bet
One
you
Chris-
$1.
You got one Questaba,
Right.
$2 tip.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do a little speed round, Ted. You ready?
Speed round. Let's have it.
Okay. You start, Trent.
Favorite movie.
Favorite movie.
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Instant, not
The,
like
the Star Wars.
those stars.
The very first. Well, it's close. It's honestly it's close for me because I sometimes I lean towards Empire Strikes Back,
Uh-huh.
but I have to go with OG.
OG. The original. The OG.
G.
Okay. Favorite spaceship.
Sith Infiltrator.
It's kind of on brand. It is a good ship.
And that's why it is. If I have to choose off-brand, TIE Fighter, just because of the sound they gave it.
The sound, right.
Everybody, except for people that can't hear a picture, you put up a picture of a TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighter.
A Star Wars fan hears that sound.
Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
I always like the memes where it's like somebody's pushing a chair and it's like, dude, that sounds like a TIE Fighter.
No. I have this memes like I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, give me a bar, and it's a TIE Fighter sound. And he's like, it's the TIE Fighter sound. He's like a Baja Blast. but it's like,
Baja Blast, but it's like, "Ah!" Yeah. Exactly. Okay, you're next.
Favorite weapon.
Favorite weapon.
Duh. Double-sided lightsaber.
That
That is
what
the
got
most
you on the
iconic
like
weapon.
when you saw that on the trailer, like
Lost
you
my
like-
mind. Lost my mind. I'm like, that is the coolest thing held by the coolest looking character I've ever seen. That's me. I got to be that for Halloween.
Yes.
I mean, there's been a lot of good trailers, but when you see that, you're just like, dude, it's just too much, you know. He ran. Oh yeah, it's so cool.
What?
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's-
Yeah.
This guy's got a smaller version of it.
So funny. So funny. Make me choke up over here.
We're gonna have like a.
He just like pulls out this mini mall. Like,
Yeah,
literally.
We're gonna have like a stroke. Just
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me pop on this brand new hat.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa. Nice. Player, man.
Oh, hit me. Speed round. Let's go.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Favorite character.
Favorite character.
For real.
Ask me a tough question.
Next,
Favorite creature.
Rancor.
Good choice. That's a good
Rancor.
choice.
Rancor's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a
Yeah.
giant, dude. It's like
it's like a crab potato looking thing. I don't know. I just love
I was
it.
like the Rancor guard in Jedi
Ooh.
when he died. I
Yeah.
cried. I'm like, no, what? No, come on.
Yeah.
Got to be another one walking around somewhere. Please tell me they're going to breed these things.
They did.
It's kind of a funny but also sad thing. Like you're like I don't even know how to describe that little scene because it's like it's kind of goofy. It's like, but then it like hits you weird. It's like, oh, he that was his like dog or something, you know? It's like, and Luke just killed him, you know? Wow. Oh my! Oh, you got a Darth Maul beanie.
What's my favorite character?
It was kind of a bad question, but you know, it is a speed round. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any other.
Favorite machine. No, like droid.
Oh, favorite droid. Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh. I like R5D4 because he's got a bad motivator.
Right.
Because that's comical to me.
It is.
This one's got a bad motivator. What kind of crap you tried to sell us?
Yeah. Right. Are you trying to hustle us, man?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, those Jawas.
Bad motivator. Like, that's half of my life. Yeah, I have a bad motivator today. If you need help, don't call me. I'm not the guy. I'm
not getting out of the bad motivator.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I'm good.
What else?
Let's see. Favorite. Let's do this.
Original
Favorite,
trilogy. Favorite the original trilogy. Wait, what was that? What am I saying?
No. Favorite trooper. Let's do that.
Oh,
favorite trooper. What Imperial trooper? Like, what do you?
Me.
No, just me.
Just me.
The Imperial trooper, like just legit with favorite trooper.
Yeah, like a favorite. Yeah,
like Scout, Scout trooper.
There's 20 different versions.
I'm trying to think of others because my brain keeps going back to one specific.
Yeah,
it's just legit stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of something else. I mean, there's been plenty of other cool stuff, like when they came out with the newer movies, and then when they came out with the Death Trooper, I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's
the
cool.
Death Trooper.
Yeah.
But those dudes are really tall and skinny. That's not me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The only thing Disney has done right so far is Rogue One.
Rogue One is pretty legit.
That is the best one of all.
I'm still waiting. I'm
the
still
new
waiting
ones.
for Rogue 2.
Rogue 2. Yeah, exactly. Favorite rebel.
Favorite rebel? What?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to ask these questions.
All right. So since you're forcing my hand, Princess Leia.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's okay.
Favorite Mandalorian.
Fandom. What?
Mandalorian, dude.
Well, there's not too many.
There is like the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, the heavy Mandalorian.
Yeah, there's
the
quite a few.
what's it called? The
I already have the answer.
okay.
Go ahead.
It's Rudy. Rudy's my favorite Mandalorian.
Rudy is my favorite Mandalorian.
Rudy's my favorite Mandalorian.
Yeah,
he goes all out.
Yeah, he goes. I mean, Joe might be my favorite, but I do like.
Joe's my just favorite guy.
He's my favorite dude.
That's right. That's
my
right.
favorite bro.
That's cool. I think I'm trying to think of any other like kind of.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around.
You're just looking around.
Yeah, you should look around in here.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So,
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite like collectible book? Like, do you like books or?
Only if they have pictures. I'm not a reader.
Yeah, right. Me no read.
Well, no. Jokingly, any book that has Maul on the cover is cool and needs to be in my collection. But they've come out with a lot of cool Star Wars books. It's like the droids of Star Wars, or the costumes of Star Wars, dressing the universe.
Yes.
All those books. There's so much information in those books. And for a tiny brain like mine, most of that information is truly via picture,
Right.
which when you're searching to try and build something, you need those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great reference
Yes.
books.
And I haven't read it yet, but I'm already a fan of it. Death Trooper. It just sounds amazing.
It does.
Death Trooper.
Yeah.
Wait, is Dirge technically a creature or is he a species?
Well, no, he's a species.
Yes.
He's not a creature.
Yeah, I was like, why is he's the base?
That's a Thomas question.
Yeah.
That's a definite Thomas question.
Mm-hmm.
He would know the answer to that.
Yeah, he's Dirge.
He is Dirge.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. We got a guy that's Dirge.
Yes.
Yes, you're like, yes.
But I know it's like Venom and it's Venom in Star Wars, but it's totally different. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like that. He's kind of
I looked at in Jedi Survivor. I beat him when you're doing something. I beat whatever his species is. Nothing like Dirge. I remember watching Clone Wars. He does not look like him, but I understand like when he gets sliced up, he's got all the like movie.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah, it's like, but as like he's in a mech suit, I'm like, okay,
Right.
Still, he does not look like. I was like, I know Dirge. Dirge is just the best. Like,
He's good.
He's one of the better bounty hunters.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Let's see. I think that's it for our speed round. That was kind of a slow speed round, but it's all good. We always go on tangents. Like Trent's like, I'll tell you what my favorite. I'm like, dude, let the guest tell. I'm like, I like this one.
What favorite? Favorites? What's it called? Like book series, like for Star Wars wise.
Well, he just said picture books. He likes picture books.
I've read a couple of books, and it was thanks to a coworker. Really good friend, and he loaned me a book when I was laid up after a surgery, and it was I, Jedi.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Great book.
Yeah, that one's good.
I read that book multiple times.
Yeah, Legends, I, Jedi. I'm with you, bro. That's one of my favorite top
I have that
5
book
books.
hardcover.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
loaned me a soft cover, and I'm like, I need to own this on hardcover. This is a cool book.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between? I always like it's like hardcover is just better and crisper.
Well, yeah, I mean, hardcover you get a nicer thing, and with
softcover it's like foldy.
Get bent really easy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the difference is how easily you could put it in your pocket.
Right. That's true.
Okay,
that's right.
That's
right. That's why I like the big. Coffee table books. I'm like, taking a forklift to put it over here. So. Well, let's see. Okay, light it up all section here. Tell us what your favorite collectible is. If you collect, give us an email. Drop us an email at bigtliltpodcast@gmail.com and tell us what your favorite collectible is, or something that you want to get. So. Well, Ted, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on the show, bro.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Episode 200, dude. Can you believe it?
That's insane.
My gosh. It's
over 5 years, right?
Yeah. Over 5 years. I mean, we started when
2019.
When Mandalorian started.
I always have this debate with you because we started before Mandalorian. Yeah. I remember we started before Mandalorian. I remember I was like 3, 4.
Yeah.
We hey, let's just talk for a little bit.
I know.
But
it's been a while.
We really got into when the
Mandalorian came out for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We made it through.
Where can people find? If people wanted to follow you, or
Instagram, Ruler Maul.
Ruler Maul. Gotcha.
Ruler Maul on Instagram.
Yeah, it's kind of on brand. It's a little on brand,
Yeah.
What did you have to say, Ted? Did you have to say something? Or did you have to say something? I thought when you you were talking, I thought Ted had to say something.
he's like, I
got nothing.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me think.
Oh my gosh.
That was close.
That's so funny. Well, you can find us on the socials. Big T Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter or X or whatever you call it. And sometimes we stream twitch.tv /Big T Little T. You can find us on there. We're playing some Fortnite. We just started playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Oof.
I've heard it's good.
It's
It's very
it's very, very good.
Single player though, yeah.
Yeah, single player. Yeah. But it's like a movie.
Yeah.
It's
4 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah, it's just, but it's not like, it's not like crazy exposition where it's like, here's a 20-minute cutscene. It's like all kind of interspliced a little bit, and it's almost like an interactive movie. It's kind of awesome. It's kind of awesome. So yeah, let's start playing that. So hey, we want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those things.
Yes.
Drop those ratings at email big T little T podcast at gmail.com, and we would love to throw swag your way. Hey, if you want to like celebrate us, that's cool too. You could drop us a congrats or whatever, and we'll throw some swag your way too.
Yes.
So we're gonna take a little time off. I mean, after you hit 200, it's kind of like a big deal. So we're just gonna take some time off. But
you guys are kind of a big deal.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but everyone, I hope everyone has a great Christmas holiday. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa.
No, Kwanzaa. So
What?
Kwanzaa is I just did a little thing on it. It's like Kwanzaa is like for like not for African Americans, but they celebrate like mostly
Their culture.
Their culture.
Yeah. All of them.
Kwanzaa.
Like all of them. Hanukkah, the whole thing. Like everything.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah, exactly. So, how do we end this?
Truly wonderful the mind of a child is.
And may the force be with you always.
It's a big thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Yeah, I should have known from the very beginning. From what you said. Yeah, when the mega powers were formed. Yeah, what you were out for from the very beginning. Yeah, you were after what was mine. I remember what you said.
You can destroy the Emperor. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yeah, that one was rough. Those words right there. Yeah, I got stuck, yeah, but I swallowed it anyway. Didn't like the taste, but I swallowed it anyway, yeah. But I remember the time when there was a conquistador out of the ring. The one that's so jealous that he can't stand it, yeah. Yeah, you came in there with your poses, yeah, but you made a big idiot out of yourself, yeah. And speaking of idiot things, what about that stupid idea? Did you forget that one? Think back. That right there sealed your fate. Yeah, that put the madness over the edge. But I'll tell you what felt even better, yeah, was in the dressing room, in the first aid room. Me being unselfish, yeah, said go ahead, do the thing, yeah. You won't steal my thunder, no. When you take a look at the madness's eyes, all you're gonna see is complete and utter rage!
Record on the. Thanks, lady. You're the best.
She's the best.
You're the best. Okay, we're recording. Everything looks good. I can hear you good. All right. I think we're ready to go. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right.
Can you hear my background mood music?
No.
Okay, I got it way low. Here it is.
Well, we have to be careful because we don't want to be like flagged for copyright stuff.
Right. It's only in my ear.
right. Exactly.
Exactly. It's so.
All right, you ready?
Some people they can just pick up on the smallest details. It's like
Well, so can AI and all the stuff. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
So,
play with the attitude you have. I like the attitude of it all.
Okay, all right.
In my mind's eye, Kenobi. Kenobi! Lost. I am lost. And yet, I can feel his presence. So close, so close. I can see him in my mind's eye. Kenobi. Kenobi!